Alright, so today I'm going to be casting a league game. It's going to be Inferno League. It's the two teams are Ultra Reality and Aspect Gaming. Right now we seem to have Aspect in the lobby. We're just waiting on Altered. So yeah, it's start waiting period. I'm joined by Dilo. He's going to be co-casting today. So yeah, we'll just start wait. I'm gonna go join the team captain in game, and I'll see what's going on. Jodo, anything? Do you have any info on the other team?
I invited the other guy what he said what he wanted to do, and I told him, hey, he said invite this account. I guess with his thing is that he got his main account banned until like 1:40 a.m. and so I'm allowing the guy to.
Okay, well here's the thing. He can play custom games with a banned account.
Okay, he'll tell me that.
So if you want to still allow it, you can, but now you know he can play a custom game with it.
Okay, I'll tell him that.
Give me 2 seconds.
No, it doesn't have PSN.
That is, yeah, that I don't know what to tell you.
It's been banned from PSN for 3 days.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a problem.
I'm not sure.
Bro, does he not have another account, bro?
He has another account. I mean, it's whatever. As long as it's not something fucking weirdo, not him.
Alright, and seems like we have a slight delay on the other team joining, so we should get going here pretty shortly. Hopefully, at least. Don't want this to be the third game in a row that gets cancelled. And we'll go check in with the other team back in game chat just to make sure everything's going well. Hello, Dom. Everything going good? Vital? What you know of, or?
Yeah.
Alright. Yep. I'll start it up. Whenever everybody's in other team joins, I'll go ahead and start it up. I'll come in here and ask you guys if you're ready, and yeah. So there is a delay. Other team seems to have a problem with the PSN account ban. So seems like Altered is going to be allowing a off roster, I think, to be joining, which is supposed to be the guy's Smurf account. But yeah. So far, it does seem like we're gonna have a match. Yes. Yes, I already posted it in the live games. Your mic is slightly... Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna be hitting the 10-minute mark in a little bit. So could be going a little long. 10 minutes is usually what they allow. I think this league allows 20, not 100%. Dom, this is hopefully my first game. This is my first game as a primary caster. I was supposed to be a co-caster for 2 other games, but both other games got either DQ'd for, you know, server or game reasons, rule violation, and another one, the other dude's internet died, so got recasted. But yeah, this should be the first game that I am casting as a play-by-play caster, and just first game in general. I'm going back into the game and see what's going on with the players.
Oh my god, I'm
keep it
playing
going.
the...
I'ma keep flowing. I'ma keep on going. Hey, catch them little boys.
Hey.
You know I hit.
So that's a bit hectic. I'm going to stay out of there. Let them relax. Dilo, you have a team you going for, or are you just kind of staying neutral? I will go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and say the exact same thing because I couldn't find any bot on both these teams, so I'm gonna just wait and see what happens. Let's see who can come out on top. This map is gonna be on Cafe. We're gonna have altered. Let me just double check just to make sure that Jodo is altered. I'm not getting teams completely mixed up. He is 2 seconds. So Aspect Gaming is going to be on attack, and Altered Reality is going to be on defense. So that's how this side's going to turn out. Yes, Dilo. Dom, can you not hear Dilo? Dilo, you mind saying a few words? That's good. I just want, Dom, can you tell me if you heard anything Dilo said? No. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that people can hear you. Okay, so Dilo, I'm gonna need you to go into your party settings. I'm gonna need you to go to. So yeah, go to party settings. Go to party. Go to the party screen. Go to party settings. Go to allow your voice to be shared. Put that either on allow for this party only or allow always. Alright, well, yeah, once that's set, then yeah. Alright, you should now be able to hear Jodo for the future. Or sorry, Dilo for the future. I don't know why I said Jodo. Yeah, I'm gonna go check in with the players and we'll see if they're ready. Jodo, can we get a little bit quiet? Jodo, you guys ready?
Shut the fuck up! Start the game!
No.
So both sides ready?
Chill out.
Oh my god, now I'm fucking sitting. Hold on, Mason.
Okay, hold on.
Mason, I'm fucking sitting. Hold on. Start the game.
Alright.
Nick.
Alright, well, well, I'm pretty sure that can cause a ban from the server for doing that, but we'll see how that goes. pretty sure they can get somebody banned. Not too sure. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good start. First ban is gonna be coming from Altered. Sorry, from Aspect. No, I'm just completely forgetting. It's going to be coming from Ultra Reality. They choose a ban of Thatcher. Fairly standard ban on Cafe can be used. Is decent. But on Cafe is not the strongest up. Jackal, fairly simple ban. You know, good for roam clear. Having a roam game on this map is incredibly important. If you give up, you just turtle up, you're gonna be in for some problems for the bottom for a site. And we'll go back to Aspects ban for their first defending up. I'm expecting to see a Valk or some type of info up. Mira, good ban. Can be used for some decent strats on this map. So it is decent, pretty decent ban. I'm still expecting to see a Valk. I would be doubtful to see a Valkyrie be able to go through this without having any, you know, problems. And there she is. Yeah, I think Valk on this map is incredibly powerful. I don't think you can just let her go without, you know, any type of repercussions. You can have so many cams just everywhere, and it forces an IQ. And bringing an IQ at this point of the game just doesn't seem to have any point. You get too little from her. Lineups from both teams seem to be fairly standard. Ashe, which to me that's kind of surprising. Ashe doesn't seem to be that great of a op at this point in time. We'll see how that goes. Defense, fairly standard. Seems like your average hold. Wondering if they're going to be running a triple shield. Smoke's gonna be nope. Switch off the smokes. It's fair. Yeah, you don't need a 3 shields. You can just run 2 shields. What's up, Andy? What's up, Caden? Dom? A 6 pick to Smoke. Pretty interesting. And a 6 pick to Ashe. Very interesting. that's interesting.
There's also an interesting play with Jaeger and Momai being used.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess it could be to cover more.
Both of them being played is it's just, I think it's not too abnormal just because you're trying to defend 2 shields. We see rotates being made into bathroom. We see rotates being made in your default rotate.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Maestro cam being placed inside of piano. They're setting up replace cams. Doesn't seem like doing too much. Default Maestro cams. Default.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
And yeah. I think they all spawn Christmas side. Let's see how this attack works out. There's gonna be either a rush, could be just going on, you know. See, they do seem to be having a pixel cam, a pixel shield. One just went to roof Ashe. Zoph, on the other hand, is playing inside a library. Seems like an early kill onto white window from the Goyo. We got 2 players playing on shield. We have Ayana finally repelling up. We have Zoph still playing second floor, seeming like she's gonna be trying to hit this Maestro from below. And yeah. Seems like this Zoph is finally taking some gunfights, trying to get this Maestro spot. Maestro seems to have no clue about it, and she doesn't seem like she can find him. Is struggling to find him. Maestro finally seems to be actually have awareness of this. Holding angles through the floor. Don't know if he's gonna be able to capitalize off this or if the Zoph's gonna be able to capitalize off this. They are checking Maestro cams. We still have 2 players on the roof. Yeah, 1 player piano. It does seem like they're trying to take piano pretty harsh. And Zoph's already all up in white. Maestro does get the kill. It seems like they're already contesting Cigar, Window, and Ace. Does seem like he's gonna repeat Ace. We do have one already mini bar wall. Seems cooking an 8. Could be a free kill. Could be a double. It's a 1 kill. Ace pushes up. Double peeking. They are trying to get this kill. Ace does get the kill onto the Goyo. Ace swings at low health, gets slammed by the Umai. And Umai picks up the triple with a swing onto hell. Did seem like a pretty convincing victory, but it was primarily due to a triple bomb dropped by this Umai. And that would be Zed. I feel like Zed ended up carrying the team there.
I feel like what that attacking team did wrong was they had all their people pushing one side.
I don't think that was a mistake. I think they had the Zoph playing too aggro, her pushing up yellow like white like that.
I don't think that was a mistake, but like I meant there's like 3 of them on the one breach.
Yeah,
and
100%.
They weren't paying attention to the Wamai.
Yeah, they just let him wreak havoc.
For him.
Yeah, instead of having somebody push Cigar Shop and somebody push Minibar, they just had 2 people send it Minibar. They just had every single person flip their Minibar. You can't do that. Seems like we are going to a kitchen site.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Seems like we are going to have a rotate in the bakery. Or, yeah, rotate in the bakery. Have a garage extension.
Jammer initiated.
Maybe a garage extension. Yeah, 100% they're gonna be a garage extension. You're gonna have somebody playing inside of Christmas in VIP. If they're able to hold VIP, I want to say they're gonna have head holes inside of kitchen, inside of freezer. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, they do. So this makes this side kind of difficult to attack. Seems like they're gonna be going for a front side. Actually, no, they could be prepping for a backside attack. Does seem like a backside attack as 4 of the players stack up backside. Actually, all 5 of the players stacking up backside. We have Nomad pushing up into. We had Nomad trying to push into dining, or at least covering dining windows. Seems to be a fairly heavy droning. They've already lost quite a few drones actually. 3, yeah, they've already lost all of the Aces drones. Seems like they're rotating front sight after they've noticed that there's a lot of utility stacked. They have prep half wall open. They have somebody playing castle playing inside a bakery. Probably you're gonna try to nade them, knowing there's no. Once they figure out there's no ADSs, and just runs in completely and gets double. Runs in without any info and just gets slammed by the guy playing behind bookcase. We'll be able to pick up the triple. He's going for the res. He's able to get the res off, which is massive. Castle picks up a triple, another triple drop by Zed. They seem to not be able to stop Zed. Zed should not be able to get 3Ks. It's not. It's not how that should go. And they have the fuser, so they're forced to push bakery now. Zed could end up picking up another kill onto the sledge here. I realized. Still kind of new to the buttons. They do seem to have info. They are not able to figure out this new how to pick up the fuser. He's ran over it twice. Hasn't noticed you have to actually hit buttons on it. Well, mine seems to be lit. This is actually fairly winnable with... Never mind, they killed the sledge. It is now just going to be basically a 1v2 with Y being on 1 health. It seems like just to be baiting for kills doesn't have a reason to try to win the round. It does seem like this is going to be another altered win by the seems of it. It seems that Chris is just given up and is baiting for kills. They never took out base camp. This is how they were getting info that entire time.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
I'm sorry, but you can't not shoot base camp.
I think what the defenders played the site perfectly. Like, they had castle to stop some attacks, mute for drones. But then I think attackers, what they did wrong was they played way too aggressive there in bakery.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
full on rushed in and gave, who was it? Well,
No, it was a castle. It was a castle.
Yeah, the castle.
They launched
they
a
gave
drone
him-
in, and they only saw the mute. They didn't even clear all of bakery, and then they just completely run in and straight into the castle's arms.
Yep.
It's
Which then left it into a 2v5, which
yeah. They repeatedly just gave castle the free kills. They gave Zed free kills. Like it should not be happening.
Bombs from being defused by
they also
attackers.
gave him a bomb.
Yeah,
so they had
exactly.
something.
Yeah, it's a lot of mistakes, I think, done by the attackers. I don't think they're playing this well at all.
Bomb located by
Now,
attackers.
this is supposed to be a defender-sided map, but you know, they shouldn't have a nearly flawless round
5 seconds
from,
remaining.
you know, just mistakes. That's truly all it was. Like they didn't.
Attackers objective is
It's
defuse the bomb.
you know, it's a mistake when the team doesn't even shoot a base cam. If the team doesn't shoot a base cam, that's free info for the entire team. It does seem like they're going to be sticking 2 players upstairs, Jaeger and a Smoke. They are going to be playing a train extension with the castle. Does seem like they're going to be pushing dining window. They are going to be playing a pixel shield, which to me doesn't make too much sense. Does seem like they're able to do some early damage from white. This could be fairly interesting. Smoke does make a rotate out. Could be picked off by the sledge that's playing Skylight. I do think he's aware of the sledge playing Skylight, or at least a Skylight player. So I don't think he's going to be that unaware. A Jaeger does seem... The one does drop Skylight. And we are going to have a issue with... And just walks in on him. Doesn't has no clue if anybody's even in sight. And just completely walks in unaware. We now have somebody playing on Heaven. Sledge does get a free kill onto the player playing inside of Freezer, which is a Smoke. We still have a Cocktail player, which is Jaeger. He does end up getting another kill and nobody has any. He gets another. He gets 4. He gets 4 kills. That is not at all acceptable. You cannot be handing a Jaeger that was misdroned and had no info, and they thought everybody upstairs dropped. They just threw the kills away.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Iona has 0 map control, is stuck in a 1v4 with a minute left. She has time, that's all she has. But there's 0 chance for her to come back from this. Unless the defenders just throw it away. I do believe that's a 3k from the Jaeger. It was a 4k to Mistroms. They had no clue on the Smoke playing instead of Freezer. They just gave him a kill. They just thought Freezer was they thought that Freezer was clear, even though they saw a rotate from bathroom and walk in it completely unaware. They do seem to be aware of his position inside of entrance. They are trying to wallbang him. Jaeger doesn't seem to realize that he is now pillars. He doesn't know that Jaeger is in pillars. Jaeger's gonna get this kill right here, and that is an easy kill for the Jaeger. Almost a flawless round from the defense. There does seem to be 3 very convincing rounds from the defense side.
again, I think the attacker's mistake is droning. They have not been getting the best information from them, and it's been costing a bunch of their lives.
And I don't even think it's that they're not getting info. I don't think they're using them.
Yeah. Like that sledge that first died, he just dropped Skylight and pushed in the smoke shotgun.
Yeah, it's like the thing is you have to and then on top of that, the cocktail player. You know, everybody knows there's a cocktail player,
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
and they just completely ignored this cocktail player. Completely ignored the cocktail player. They do seem to be having a Maestro cam inside of sites.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Replacing pre-placed rounds, they're running the my. They do seem to be running the exact same shot from round 1.
Bomb located by attackers. 10
I
seconds
have
go.
to imagine that their morale is at this point in time very low.
5 seconds to insertion.
Because I just can't imagine
Attackers
after
are moving
losing
to
rounds
defuse the bomb.
the way they've been losing rounds, it's gonna be, well, easy. They do seem to be down to rounds already, which does seem to be a mistake as it is. They seem to be going up to this. They are being careful with the rappel up at least. They brought a sledge for hatches, which is... They brought a sledge for hatches, but they're using breaching charges on the hatches, which I'm not understanding all that well. Ionic clone does seem to be dropping. Ash does seem to be repelled. Heaven window? No, cocktail window. Does lose most of her health to cocktail window. Does end up... They do lose a mute in the process. Not sure how that happened. Maestro is aware of the player playing cocktail window. Maestro might get this kill right now. They double swing. Maestro's not aware of the player playing behind him. In heaven. The sledge wasn't even aware of the player in heaven. Sledge wasn't even aware of the player inside of... And Jaeger does lose to this... to the Maestro. They know last one's in a cocktail. Sledge might try to swing him, playing Maestro spot. Sledge knows his position. And nobody picks up the kill. That was a very good round to come back from after they lost 3 in a row the way they lost them. Not sure what changed for them other than the aggression. But yeah.
I think the attackers, they picked up what they're not doing. Like, as we saw from Ash, she was droning out the cocktail. But I don't think she fully droned, and that's how she died, but apart from that, I think it's just misinformation from the defenders.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there because the sledge repelled in heaven and walked through cocktail door and didn't see the Maestro swing the Ash. I'm not sure what happened to just the comms there.
Attackers need to locate
Seemed very
and defuse
sloppy.
as many bombs as they can.
Even though it was around when it did seem very sloppy. Dilo, if I do have any downtime, like prep phase, feel free to talk if there's ever a 1v something and it doesn't seem that interesting. Again, do feel free to talk. They do be seeming to set up the same site as last time, exactly the same. I do think this is a diamond champ game just because I did see a few diamond charms.
10 seconds left before insertion.
But I could be wrong. This could be a platinum game.
5 seconds.
The way they're playing, I would say, is a platinum game.
Attackers objective
We have a
is to
smoke getting
defuse
hatch
the
again.
bomb.
We do seem to only have one roamer, if that. It seems like smoke. They might have one roamer. It does seem like a front side push yet again. They might be going for an above clear. Smoke does seem to be playing above. No, they actually are just
soldier.
leaving everything clear. Yes.
After this round, can you pause the game?
Yep.
Swatney asked. So he has GC glitch.
Yep,
You see.
that's fine. Does seem like they are going to be clearing roamers upstairs. We have a sledge already in the building. Not sure if he's getting droned out. He seems, oh, he's already down white. All the way down white. Doesn't seem to have a drone he's following. He just seems to have his ears. It should be a free kill. Is a free kill. Caught the smoke. Placing a showdown. Was a fairly easy kill. They are clearing roamers really well, actually. Ace is actually going above and using destruction above, which doesn't seem like the smartest play overall. They've left Bakery completely alone now. They could be going for a backside push at this point. Not too sure. It would make sense, but the thing is, Ace is still opening up Pole's front sight. We have players third floor still. We have yet to see a single player actually push first floor, other than the sled when he got the kill onto the. Iona seems to be going right back down the stairs. Iona drone does get taken out, and she's actually all the way upstairs still. Ash still taking care of above destruction. Iona does seem to be going back downstairs. Droning actually. One is down red. They didn't reinforce either one of the walls in red wall. They are holding them, but he's a tight angle held by Zof. Oh my, does have auto red locked down, so if they do push up, it should be a free kill for the Zof. He's not playing super aggro here, so I'm pretty sure they have no clue about his position here. Ash does go down brown, does take some pot shots. Zof is still holding all of kitchen. They do seem to be aware of this prep player, of this mini. They do not have any comms, and they still have no comms. Even after losing a player, it took them absolutely ages just to get any info. Ashley does seem to be swinging, has no clue. They lose another one to that, another one to Omai. Ace seems to be swinging him. They do finally get the kill. No refrag on a whiskey player. One in sight. Ace does get the kill on player in sight. Does seem to be going for a plant. Will Diana be able to cover him? Is playing Bakery at the moment. Finally pushes back into sight. They seem to have no clue that he got the plant down. It's a 2v2. 2v2 here. We have one finally foot back in the co-check. Nades coming in. There's a little bit of chip damage onto the. It turned into a 1v2. Jaeger seems to have no clue. Gets an Iona drone kill. Now they have info. He's one player prep, one player co-check. Good crosses here. And double swing. It is very well played by the attacker side that time. Defense made some mistakes by having no aggression when the plant finally came down. And that was just different.
Yeah, I don't know how I should feel about that round, because attacker side, they got the plant down, they held it fine, but before that, when they all collapsed to the Wamai, I don't think they could have they should have lost as many people as they did.
Yep.
Because that sledge could have called out, oh, he's small bake, but instead the Zofia had no idea where he was, and then when he finally did, it was because of an impact grenade, and he lost the 1v1.
Yeah, we're taking a very short tactical timeout. It's due to a game chat glitch, so instead of rehosting, we're just gonna pause and wait for the player to close and reopen app. It shouldn't take too long. But yeah, my player was able to sit inside of small bake and wreak havoc on the players pushing down red. After the sledge died, the Zov that pushed down right after him to get the refrag had zero clue that he was there. After the shots were there, it made absolutely no sense. Aspect Gaming, I think at this point in time, is still on the attack. Altered is still on the fence. This one final round before the half switches, and that will be it. And that will be the first half of the game. The best blue can hope for is a 3-3, which is on Cafe actually a decent outcome for attackers. 4-2 is expected, but 3-3 would be a really good thing, especially the way the game started. It does seem like the attackers finally came lively after the first 3 rounds just went absolutely horrible. But yeah, they seem to put some more aggression on the field, and it does seem to be working out for them. When they played super passive, it just seemed like everything fell apart too quickly, and then yeah.
The attackers also did play that. They also did play that well with gaining control of vertical. And
yeah, they played that very well.
Clearing the rooms, getting control of all of them.
Yeah, I do think it was a mistake for them to basically leave second floor completely uncontested, letting them have all the second floor for free.
So that was one of their mistakes, but they did end up getting the rounds. I think Ace did a very good job. He got that double from site, and then he got the plant down, and then him and Yana did work on that Jaeger.
And players return. We're gonna go ahead and let them pick their op, and then we will start the round back up. Yeah, 100%. The fact, the only problem they had with taking top floor is that even though top floor had not a single player contesting it, they took about a minute and a half to fully feel comfortable there. They didn't have full presence until about a minute and a half into the round. Go ahead and check the scoreboard here. Do seem to be having not really an outstanding player at the moment, but all of Aspect seems to be doing decently well. Altered is decent, and we will go ahead and be resuming timer here. Alright, and we're going right back into the match. And here we go. But into the final round of this half, defenders are hoping to have a 4-2 split, and attackers are gonna want this 3-3. If they get this 3-3, that is a massive advantage for the defenders. Does seem like they're going to be running the Goyo again, and a smoke this time, so they are going to have the 3 shields. It's going to be interesting to see how these 3 shields are actually going to play out. Maestro's going to go back to playing his cams in the in his positions that he always does. They are seeming to be running out Heaven and Cocktail pretty harshly while in the prep phase still. So it might be another Heaven and Cocktail repel at the exact same moment, just like we saw earlier. Do try to bait a Goyo shield by getting the drone on the case. They do seem to be having a Jaeger down inside a garage. This will be interesting to see how this goes. Jaeger doesn't seem to be playing too aggressive here. Might have missed out on a kill. Shame. We do seem to have players back on roof. They did not bring the sledge this time because the ace was getting hatches with breaching charges. One players in sight. Maestro seems to be holding a pretty tight angle onto the skylight. Might be able to get a kill off this. If does seem to have another Heaven player here. Not sure they're gonna actually be able to get this Heaven kill this time. Last round they were able to get a kill mid-round. Goblin does find an early pick again onto Diana, which is a big pick. She does have the 2 nades and have constant info for both players. She's also one of the top fraggers for the attacking side. It does seem to be a Cocktail repel again. Whereas they have 3 people on Cocktail repel, I'm pretty confident. They have 2 people. One Ash does drop off finally. They have one playing inside of pillar window, and they have one playing a white window as well, shower window, as I tend to call that. That is a C4 kill through the window. One present to Heaven. We have a kill by the ace. Pushes now coming from white. Goyo does win that gunfight. It now leaves the attacking side on a 2v4. It is winnable, unlikely but winnable. They have another player, Heaven, is looking for the repel, while the Zof is now under Heaven. Repelled into Heaven again. Goyo is aware of this, misses, and actually gets the kill. I was worried he was going to potato that kill, but he gets a kill. Does seems to be another impressive win by the defense side. It will be a 4-2 split, as expected from a defense side, in favor of Altered Reality. Altered Reality now flip onto the attack side, sorry.
I think I'm not sure. So I think the main problem, the main reason they lost that round is they're too separated. They had one on Heaven Repel, one on White Repel, one Skylight, and I'm not too sure where the fourth was. I think she was on Pillars Repel.
Yeah, it was Pillars Repel, yeah.
Yeah, so
it was just very confusing.
They were able to get some easy picks on all of them since they weren't all together, which caused them.
Yeah, and then the reason they won this site the first time around was because of the synchronized repels in through the windows. This time they just decided to one by one funnel through Heaven window, and they died one by one, which was another big mistake. Now they are setting up they are bringing the Goyo instead of the smoke shield. They are having a Goyo shield inside of bathroom and inside of Pixel. They do seem to do. I thought they did team damage. I thought I heard a scream, but no, it does not seem that they did. They do impact both short 1 and short 2. We do have a spawn peek from the Jaeger coming out. Doesn't seem to be successful in the spawn peek. Doesn't do any damage either, so was unsuccessful. Players are repelling up White side. It does seem to be a similar type of system we're going. We now have claimers being placed at White drop. This time they also choose not to bring a soft destruction up. Castle, they just noticed Castle barricades playing on Cocktail window, and it does seem that is going to deter them away from it. We now have players on White trying to push up. They do seem that they want to take White control, but they are not sure how to. It is a Zof and an Ash. Both are considered fraggers. They are playing with a lot of utility in their pockets. They could use these. They need both of these ops alive to get. And Ash does take out a player. As one plays White, they're not aware of this player. Zof is aware though. They need both of these players alive to clear shields. If they cannot clear shields, the front players will just die. Both these players seem to be holding stalemate. That is solid from the attack. And person inside of bathroom just croaks. We do have pushing up short 2. Castle does get a kill onto player coming up White. Gets another kill onto Leona. The Maestro does die in the process. Gets one playing Trash. Trash does actually die. The Ace actually dies with the Fuser. This is a big kill, or big down inside of for the defenders. Without this kill, this would be a much difficult round. This is a 1v2. Not aware of the player inside of showers, inside of bathroom. Does get swung by the player inside of bathroom. Doesn't seem to be focusing player bathroom. One's already long. One's in freezer. Is he gonna get double swung? And gets put in a position where he has nowhere to hide, and is forced into a position at that. Very close round. Almost clutched it up, but sadly was not able to. Good round for attackers.
I think the attackers did what mainly is supposed to do. They put a lot of pressure on the defense. I don't think the Zofia and Ash used their utility, but they might have just been playing them for frag.
I think that's exactly what they did, because I think they were dealing with utility with Flores, which I guess worked, but like with both Ash and Zoe, you'd expect them to target shields, but they just went up white.
Yeah, but they did get a pick off from that, which
They did, yes.
did let them get some control of the map.
That indeed they did. They seem to be running the exact same strat over again, which didn't work out the first time. The only reason I think they came close was due to the castle almost clutching up. Not sure what they see in changing or playing slightly differently, or they're just going to be more aware of these players playing the positions they're going to play. They do be seeing they are seeming to be putting head holes into the piano bar split, as they are making default plays. They seem to have all their drones alive, which is great for the drone economy, as players are spawning all across the map, on every side of the map. Let's see if this Ash decides to push up white again. She seems to be going for the... possibly going to break the castle barricades. They put that ghost presence on these windows that usually be completely locked down. Actually, no, placing claymores. Both the Ash and Zoe are actually stacked up once more on playing together. This castle could be caught out playing white, and he is partially caught out. Good, that's very good comms from these two. Castle could be caught out here. Missed headshot just barely. Castle does want to swing this, so does the Jaeger. Could get a kill on this Ash. The Castle does miss a few shots. They do seem to be playing this very aggressively. That's just a wasted Ash charge. They do have one now inside of Freezer, inside a Cocktail. Is gonna be since now that they don't have the white just swings like a madman, gets refragged off of piano windows by the IQ or the Goyo somehow gets a kill onto minibar window, which should not be happening. They still have a player playing piano windows. Goyo seems to be having difficulties. We now have one playing cocktail window and one down white. Ash could be looking for a play up, as they are now aware of this Ash player playing below. The Maestro swings, has Auda, so just shreds through the Ash. Ash unfortunately ran out of ammo. They are aware she's down. I'm not gonna force the finish. Are aware of the Zoe repelling up, and also all repair. Could be going for the res here. Zoe does get the kill. They are going for the res. They are able to get the res successfully. They now have sight control and have a man advantage. Now increase that man advantage, but now have to deal with the Auda, which is the scariest weapon to deal with for this situation. Has not reloaded his primary weapon. Not sure why. Is an interesting call here. Is playing in a very weird position. Ash is aware he's still stuck inside of. Is aware he's stuck, or thinks he's stuck laundry. Isn't 100% of it. Is finally reloading the weapon. Ash doesn't know for sure. Now knows. Does get swung by the Maestro. He's playing very passive here. They seem to have fallen back to a top floor defense, to a post plant defense. As they are prepped, they know he's coming up. Missed impact, could have been a down. Is coming up red. Swings Zoe, holding a pixel. Does not get the kill. Finally gets a kill after about a magazine ammo. That is around that the defense side, sorry, the attackers, I'm messing words up, the defense threw away. Defense should have had that if they just would have played sight instead of playing off sight. Not sure why they just rotated all downstairs and left Zoe to have sight control.
Yeah. I think to describe it, I think the defense choked that. I'm pretty sure they had man advantage.
They did.
But there's some questionable plays, like Maestro roaming or Maestro playing laundry.
As soon as he got the down onto the Ash, if he wasn't gonna play aggro, he should have got at least he should have got out of laundry.
Yeah.
And it was
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
wasn't a good round. This is match point for Altered Reality at this point. Isn't looking too bright for the defenders here. They threw away a round that should have been theirs, should have saved them from match point, would have saved them from the pressure that this round now has on them. They do be seeming to run a default strategy for a bakery horde. Not sure if they're going to make a rotate into bakery. They are not. It's just going to be a simple bakery horde. But the site that they just played upstairs was choked for the fact that they had site defense, had man advantage, they had site control, they had player down, and they all left site. They didn't finish the kill. They let the player get res freely, and it didn't work out too well. Again, they have players seeming to go for top floor clear. It does seem like the Rotero drone is going to be going for info and destruction inside of bakery. We will be able to see what type of denial he's going to get. They actually are able to jam his second drone. That is 2 drones gone. He's going to be playing on top of the car. We now have an Aruni roaming third floor. I don't think the attackers are aware of this. We have a Nomad droning third floor. But nobody's really flushing this Aruni yet. Nobody's forcing this Aruni to play anywhere else. She does not have the hatch pre-broken, which could be a problem. She's looking to break the hatch. They do seem to have her droned now. This Nomad does seem to know about her. Sorry, not the Nomad. The Ash seems to know about her. Does actually get the kill on the Ash. Very, very good kill. Very important kill for this roam. She does have all the third floor to herself if she wishes, but does choose to push down. Is falling all the way back to site. They do seem to be holding her 90. She does seem to be going upstairs. Not too sure about that. Does seem to have slightly too much info. Could just be me though. They have 2 players playing second floor. They are now get a C4 kill, I think, lobby. They end up getting the kill onto the floors. It now leaves the very strong attack round for the defense. They still have the Aruni roaming third floor, which they have not cleared. This could be massive and could end up costing this potential clutch from the attackers. They have no clue that the Zof is where she is. Finally get the kill on the roamer. She kind of threw life. They have one player playing in co-check, which could turn into a problem. I don't think they know there's a player in co-check. They do not seem to know there's a player in co-check. Zophie is playing whiskey. Player upstairs is holding still above angles. Could end up getting a kill onto somebody in prep, but nobody's playing prep. Actually, Smoke has a problem. They do just be seeming to say, okay, nope. Zof does finally push up, is in sight. They are able to drop hatch, which turns this around massively. Not sure. They do not have the fuser actually, which throws around away completely.
Operators, you have run out of time.
Now that round, they threw away a few kills to the Aruni. They never cleared her fully, and she could have been in a lot more trouble than she caused. They were lucky to get away with only a kill or 2 from the Aruni.
I think the defenders finally realized what they'd been doing wrong in that kitchen for playing kitchen. They finally gave a person. They had a person to stop the room clears and like stop the attackers from getting too much control of the map.
Yep.
Which the Rooney did.
Was 6 pick from the Flores to Monty. That's a very interesting decision. We have a 6 pick from the Warden to the Jaeger, which is standard. You'd expect the Jaeger to be brought, so the Warden is expected to be 6 picked. The Flores to a Monty is very unexpected. This is going to be very interesting to see how Johto is able to use this Monty to either make a bunch of utility plays,
Attackers need to locate and
flush
defuse
players out of
bombs.
positions, or even just have a ton of info. They do be seeming to set up the exact same strat they set up both rounds they defended up here. It'll be interesting to see if they make any
Attackers
changes,
have located a bomb.
as they've lost both times. But yeah, here we go. Have anything else to add, Tyler?
10
I don't know
seconds
if it's just like an accident, but I find it interesting that Monty doesn't have bomb. So I don't know if it's just like you forgot to pick it up or.
Could be. Actually, it doesn't seem to be an accident the way they're separating immediately. Seems like they're expecting the Monty to play aggressive and possibly die, which is fair.
So that is interesting.
It is. Could be assigned to a very aggressive multiplayer. They do have 3 players backside. They are playing Monty and Ace did repel up to window. They have the Ash Zofia wombo combo that they've been running. Ash and Zofia are holding the same angles they've been holding for the past round. Will they be able to get a kill off of it is an interesting question, because players aren't aware of this, and they do lose a mute. Almost end up killing the Ash. That isn't a trade they want to take, and almost kill for a kill, but they were almost able to get this kill, which shouldn't have happened, and gladly didn't for the attacker side. Sadly, the defenders are now down a man in a match point situation. They now have a cocktail window repel player. The player inside a piano, the Nomad, finally gets a kill. They now have the Monty pushing up into site, trying to take some ground. He spots all 3 ADSs, forces the Goyo into white, forces the Goyo back site, back off, and this has now given the site a lot of room to play. With this player still playing cocktail, this could be very dangerous for the defenders. It actually gets a kill onto the cocktail player, turns things around a bit. They're still gonna have to deal with this Monty, which is currently causing a problem. Zof now repels on the cocktail to replace the Ash that just died there. Now know that bathroom is clear. Now have positioned onto bathroom. Still have the player playing cocktail, which could turn into a massive problem. Monty does get the kill onto the castle. This does look like a very convincing round for the players, for the attackers. It is technically a 2v2 because Monty is not a gunner at this point. Goyo did actually get the kill on the Ace, which is a big kill. Nomad is going to miss a few shots, as the cocktail player almost gets a kill onto the Goyo. The Nomad doesn't seem to have... Actually, Nomad does know about the Goyo playing rebound. Monty does go for the plant.
10 seconds left.
Monty's planting right below window, and that is game. Sadly for the Maestro, he could not get this kill onto the Monty. If he would have got the kill on the Monty, that could have saved them the round, but sadly they were not able to. But yeah, guys, that is the game. Dilo?
Oh, yeah, so you were right that Monty did play aggressive. He did do a smart job of pushing that Goyo out, which let them get actually very much control of piano, bathroom, and a bit of the top of white, or like White Hall. I'm not sure what it's called.
Yep. Yeah, white.
So that did force the defenders to gather.
Yeah, without that Monty pushing up like that, it would have been much harder for the attackers to get both pixel control and all of white control. The fact that they were able to get that with basically no challenges at all is a massive advantage for the defense, for the attackers. I think Monty was actually a big changing point in this game, for that round at least. Sorry. Overall, played very well by Altered Reality. Aspect was very. I do think they were very sloppy towards just throughout everything. They're droning. Everything just seemed to be very sloppy. Defense-wise, they seem to just do the same thing round after round, not trying to adapt to their the enemy's strats. And I do think that in the end was their downfall. Any last words, Stylo?
I think it was a very good play by both teams. Aspect did realize a little too late what they were doing wrong. They tried fixing it, but Alter just completely stomped them.
Yeah, it was, I think, a very convincing win for Altered Reality, and overall, I think Altered played a very good game, while Aspect played very sloppy. Hopefully, Aspect can try to figure out what they did wrong and correct it for the next game. If not, they might have another repeat, which hopefully they don't. But yeah. So yeah, that was the game. That was the stream, and we'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.